It's a good, uh, chilly morning that the Lord God Almighty has given us another chance, another opportunity to see this day. Of course, my name is Dominic Moindi. Welcome once more to my YouTube channel. If you are new, uh, just subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification button so that wherever I post a video, you will be the first to get it. And of course, you will definitely enjoy my inspirations. Of course, this channel, it's all about inspiring you people, motivating uh, the generations that exist, and also the coming ones. And so I'm privileged today to bring you a story of one lady who originates from uh, South Sudan in Africa. She says that at the age of 13 years old, uh, things changed completely in her life. She was raised by both parents. They were alive at that particular time, and she came from a family of four, two boys and two girls. Life was good by then until uh, things took another direction, or life took another direction. She continues by saying that at that particular age, when she was 13 years old, war broke in her country. So, when it breaks into a particular country or any particular place, most of the people that will suffer are women and kids, basically. Men, you can run for your life, you can defend yourself, but the people who suffers most, they are those groups that I've just mentioned. So she says that as the war broke, she found herself in a dilemma situation, not knowing what to do, where to go, and of course how to come out of that situation. It forced each and every family member that belonged to him to go different ways, so that everyone can ensure that he's safe and secure. It was a dramatizing situation whereby whichever direction that she tried to go, of course, she was finding herself in a big trouble, hiding everywhere, not knowing where the relief will come from, who will save her, and so on. She continues and says that it forced her to run towards the forest, the nearby forest. The forest was scary, more so during the night times. It was so scary at night, and in the morning, the daytime, she was hearing shooting all over, bullets being aimed to the direction that she was hiding. And you can imagine at that particular time, her mind, she was thinking of taking her life, but remembering that she has a family somewhere, She doesn't know where they are. She kept on pushing on. She didn't give up, you know. So day and night she kept on crying, traveling from one place to another so that to get any kind of help. Life became harder in the streets where she came from, but she kept on saying that one day things are gonna change. One day this war, it's gonna end. She kept on encouraging herself. She kept on pushing on until one day, as she was running from the war, she found other Sudanese ladies and gentlemen, whereby they formed a team and they led each other to a safer place. Later, they found themselves in a border of Sudan and Kenya, and they knew that if they use that border, they are gonna end to a refugee camp, whereby it's found in the northern part of Kenya. So they kept on pushing, they kept on walking. Of course, whatever they could find as food, like the the wild fruits in the forest, they kept on eating them so that they can be okay at least. Life wasn't easy for her at the age of 13. She's a lady, she's a teenager. The sanitary pads was a teething problem to her. She was forced to use cloth or leaves, anything that could assist her. So fortunately, at that particular time, days went, of course, and definitely they found themselves in Kakuma camp, refugee camp, whereby they were received and they explained themselves. There is war in our country. We have been trying to run to a safer place, but here we are. So despite them not having legal documents for them to be in Kenya, they were welcomed. They were given a tent to live in. Life wasn't easy there either, but at least they could find a shelter. But the teenager was very stressed. She didn't know the whereabouts of her family members, the dad, the mom, siblings. She didn't know where they are. So that thing kept on stressing her to date. So she liked sporting activities, and she joined. And one day there came sponsors and they announced a tournament. Whoever is gonna win is gonna be sponsored. And continue with her schooling all his schooling. So fortunately, God enabled her to be the winner, and he he got scholarship and continued with her studies. Um, she the scholarship uh, enabled her, saw her through her education until she completed college. Upon the completion, uh, 10 years later, she went back to give her thanks to the society, to the friends that they uh, were with while the war began. She started different organizations to help the less fortunate, and she was a blessing to uh, to the fellow friends in that camp. Something that has been bothering her, it's about the family, because at that particular time no one had a means of communication. So no communication for over 10 years, not knowing what or their whereabouts. But one day she believes that they are gonna meet and reunite once more, because as they say that blood is thicker than water. So hope one day she will reunite with her family. So it doesn't mean the separation that you've been going through. It doesn't matter how long it has taken, but what matters, it is the resilience, it is the persistence, it is the commitment that you make. This is a lady who didn't have a future, kept on running from one place to another to secure her life. But at long last, she found well-wishers, sponsors to see her through her education. Right now, she's somebody in the society. We have to be inspired with such stories. Thank you.